What's going on, baby boy, baby girl, ladies and gents? Welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another So production. As per usual, doing it March 9th, baby, 2022. Things are moving along. Things are looking good. How's everybody out there doing? Lots of exciting events, man. Things are opening up. I read, and it's in the rumor mill. March 21st, we're getting rid of the mandates for the mask seas, and that's it, baby. It's done. It's over. Oh, we did it. Canada, Ontario, the world. No big deal. Hope everybody's safe and sound. Hope everybody's doing well. Man, oh man, what an adventure that is life. It's the little things, man. It's the little things, ladies. It is, yesterday was, what is it, International Women's Day? Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations, fellas, for coming out, the ladies. You know what I'm saying? But thanks to all the ladies, man. That's where life happens. That's what it is. So go ahead. I know it's not Mother's Day, but it was Women's Day and Women's Month. So go ahead and, maybe give your mom a call. Maybe go pay a visit if you can, And now everything's good, so you can start like heavily breathing on each other. Everybody just heavily breathing. Yeah, doing it. And I gotta make sure, I'm doing this. You're like, man, what's with the big smile on your face? It's for the, yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. I gotta I'm learning, we're learning together, you and I. And again, for the longtime listeners and viewers, thank you very much for the love and support. If you're just a newbie joining us today, we talk about everything and nothing, but last episode went out there and did a little bit of experimenting. Maybe we'll incorporate that aspect of the game into the comedy, into the storytelling. We'll see, but I'm hoping to do more of that. Maybe, again, everything's we'll take it one day at a time. What I'd like to see is faces. Obviously, that's got a big portion. It's a good portion of how you get to know a person, how you read people, how you can exchange conversation, essentially. That's what it is. So you got to see people smiling. Yeah. You want to see people smiling? You want to see people sad? If you want to see people sad, you gotta be able to, because you can't tell with everything. That's what it is. You don't want to see people sad, but that's what I'm saying. You want to be able to identify what's going on. Can't tell with the shield, but it's being removed, dudes, ladies. We did it, and yeah, man, lots of exciting things happening. Yesterday was. Let's just get into it. I'm dealing with It's spring. It's that time where we've been planning, we've been dreaming. Doing a lot of things, right? But everything's happening all at the same time. You got to deal with life, everything. You got to manage this, you got to manage that, and that goes for everybody. A couple of things that I've been dealing with as of late. Yesterday, I had to pay my dentist a visit in the dentist. Paid a visit on around January, sometime in January, and checked it out. Did the cleaning. You're good. No cavities, he says. You're good. Continue on smoking, continue on drinking coffee, he said. He's not in those same words, but when he tells me it's good, everything's good, that's, Papa gets cocky, that's what it is. Do you tell him your smile's looking gooch? Papa gets cocky. I'm like, all right, something's working. I don't condone it. Try to kick it. We'll try to kick it again. And that's what it is. It's just trying. It's all that matters. At least you tried. Yeah, but he told me everything's good, and then a few days ago I noticed a little teeny tiny spot, and boy's got the first cavity in ages, and maybe my first cavity, actually. I don't even remember if I've ever had any cavities. I mean, I can't even recall. I think this is legit my first, maybe second cavity. So that's what it is, man. Went there, he did the checkup, and gotta go later next month and take care of it, nip it in the bud. But that's the thing, I caught it quickly. It's just teeny tiny little minor thing, so I can continue on my lifestyle. And we'll see how far we can stretch that bad boy. How you feel me, baby, until it starts affecting other body parts. But we'll deal with that when it gets to that point. You know, for the time being, all that matters is what's on the outside. Well, if the outside starts falling apart, that's no good. But at least the inside's covered. Oh man, you know what it is? Don't do it, man. If you can, don't do it. But if you're dealing with it, it is what it is. But that's, you know, that's I'm grateful. I'm grateful because I got to, you know, take it. But one thing he told me as he was like, he's just checking it with these little tools and utensils, going at it, he's poking at it. And he's like, he scraped a little bit, and he's like, yeah. First, he's like, no, it looks like it's just a little discoloration. Maybe we can get it. I'm like, sweet, dude, sign me up for discoloration on the old tooth. Do it. Just polish that back. Polish it off if you can. A little bit of that elbow grease. Just wipe it off, doc, please. Hate going to the dentist, dude. But after a minute, he's like, no, I'm poking it. It seems a little bit soft. Which is never something you want to hear regarding your tooth or teeth, whatever, you know. Plural, and maybe you're dealing with the whole mouth. It's just one, thank God. And you know, 32 years, pushing 32, strong, first cavity, dude, not too bad. You know, what does that tell you, kids? Don't fucking do it. And adults too, don't do it, but at the same rate, man. Yeah, don't do it. But you know, but do you want to? I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do. But my thing is like I'm like, what do you mean? It's okay. He's like, he can legit not even touch it. And it's minute. It's not even like you wouldn't even be able to tell. But I pay boy likes to pay attention to the deets with everything, right? He's like, smile for me, so I smiled for him. I'm like, ha ha, see anything you like in there, doc? And he's like, I can't even see. I'm like, well, I see when I zoom in the mirror when I'm brushing the old teeth at morning or evening. And he's like, yeah, you can even not touch it in like 2 years, it'll still be okay. And I'm like, no, we're not gonna just let it be, doc. I don't want to not deal with the next thing you know, 6 months down the line or a year or two from now, I gotta do a root canal. Fuck no, dude. Out of your goddamn mind. It's a beautiful, man. But that moment, he's like, yeah, it's a little bit soft. I'm like, hey, don't say that. Especially after I've just been here like 2 months ago, dude. Don't say it's soft. I don't want to, no. And unfortunately, they were too busy to take care of it yesterday, so I just had the, you know, it's just visitation, make the appointment, got to take a couple of x-rays, do the whole filling. It takes about an hour or so. So that's in the next several weeks. But it's one of those things that just, you know, you're going through life and then you got to just take care of another thing. And that's fine. That's cool. I'm lucky. I'm blessed, thankful, grateful for everything. And it is what it is, dude. But I mean, at the same rate, you know, would dental coverage be super welcome at this point in my life? Yeah. Dental coverage, dudes, ladies, if you're in the, you know, maybe your employer, that's the thing, I'm self-employed technically. Technically, if you're a self-employed gig worker and you're chasing the dreams, dudes, ladies, chasing big dreams, ladies, fellas, you're self-employed, but you know, but there's a company that you work for somehow that, so you know, just throwing it out there, if anybody wants to, you know, sprinkle a little bit of that in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, sprinkle a little bit of that healthcare, dental plan, whatever you got in the works, if that's something you're into. I don't know, maybe it never occurred to you that people have expenses, but maybe that's just, you know, that's what it is. It's what it is. You gotta, that's life, baby. I'm not too concerned about it. It is what it is. But at the same rate, it was just like one of those busy days because I'm at the same time shopping for, as I mentioned, for a new car. And that's something, I don't know if you guys are in the market for a new car, but right now it is really difficult to find a car out there for the most part. Like everything, because of the pandy, because of schmovid, because of all the, other stuff that's going on. Everything's just, there's not enough inventory. So you go there, you might be able to do a test drive, might be able to pick what you like, but there's no actual physical car. Everything's sold out. It's a waiting game. So I'm dealing with that as well, which is fine. So I've been, making phone calls, visiting a couple of dealerships. Back in the day when I was in the dealerships working as a young man, people would show up. Ideally, I'd like to get you, I'd finish the deal on the day. Like if you came in and you put in several hours, like you came in without a car, or maybe with a trade, you left with a new car by the time it was afternoon, like plated, insured, financed, banking, everything. You came in just as simple as you'd go in there and you buy a pair of shoes or a pair of jeans or whatever else. You go in, try it out, boom, you're out the door. Same, I've done it. Some people were in a hurry. We need to be in and out. I got you. But that's not the case right now. You can't just, and I was that guy. I've been that guy. I'm ready to go. Because time's precious, baby. Precious. Time's money. Money's time. What is time? What is money? My fellow beautiful fucking potheads, questions that we've all been asking ourselves for millennia, generationally. What is time? What is money? Good questions. Keep on asking. But nonetheless, here we are, man. You can't just, you gotta, now I'm in the waiting game for that, so I gotta be patient. But it's just a lot of things that I'm like trying to deal with, and at the same time, I'm making phone calls. I'm also, inquiring about potential comedy club gigs, if that's a thing that might come to us, or have me go to it. So nothing solid yet, but we're out there trying. That's all it takes. You just trying, and that's all I'm doing, baby. And at the same time, bigger life throws you bigger curveballs, like at the same rate, dude. Sometimes you just feel like, oh, not that it's not like going your way, but you gotta wait and you gotta be patient, and then like and I'm fine with that. But the little things that happen in between, like I'm trying to chew gum yesterday, right? I'm sitting in the car, I got my little pack, pop one out, and how you go try to pop one in because you don't want to go like full, like what do we like? It's like if you place it and you're like, doesn't look, it's not appealing to anybody, and you're like, why do you care about that? I don't, but that's just the way I live my life, dude. If I can throw something in there rather than actually put it in there, like it's lame to just put things instead of throwing it, dude. You can just, and it's more risk. You throw it because it could go down there in the wrong tube, and next thing you know, it can turn into an amazing portion of your day. That's what I'm trying to say. But you can be safe and just crack it open and place it nice and smoothly in your face hole, and that'll suffice, sure. But throwing it from a distance, maybe a foot away, just tossing it, you toss it in there. That's the thing. I tossed the gum at my tooth, dude. It hit the front tooth right there, dude. Just a big one. Nothing happened, but then it fell to the ground, fell on my coat. Then I was sitting in the car, I couldn't find it. I'm like, where the hell are you? For a good 2-3 minutes, patting myself down, patting down the car, open the door, step out, boom, it falls to the ground. Now I'm just like, all right, well, that's not happening. So lost a gum, which is fine, we'll just, cost of living that dangerous lifestyle, you know what I mean? Just fucking chucking gum instead of just, you could put it in your mouth, but no bueno, no fun. That was at the same time, this pack of gum was just, I got a cut on my finger because of the aluminum. You know how you crack the aluminum, little thin aluminum foil at the back, crack it open? It cracked open, and I guess a teeny tiny bit of it just like tilted to the side as I was squeezing the gum out, I was about to grab it, and it just gently, you get a paper cut. I got an aluminum paper cut, if that makes sense. And that's the thing. I'm trying to deal with a tooth, trying to out there look for a car, search for making business, making money, making jokes, just fucking spinning plates, baby, spinning plates. and then I start bleeding, dude. But I took it like a G. Not gonna lie, you know, most people might be, it might ruin someone's day. It might, you know, some people at the slightest sight of blood, they'll just pass out. Not your boy, dude. I'm, you know, fucking, you know, I'm not a, it's, I don't like to brag, dude, but when it comes to toughness and taking it on the cheek, on the chin, dude. On the cheek would hurt probably more, but on the chin, dude, you know, when it comes to little tiny things, I'm like, or big things, dude. Like this could have, you know, sure, you know, I had to resort to, no need to stitch it up, no need to go grab a band-aid or nothing, but did I have to pull out a little napkin? Yeah, definitely, dude. How many droplets of blood we talking about? You know, to the average person, it might not be nothing, but let's say you're like a vampire out there and you know, blood, a little droplet, it could be, so you know, you never know where you are. So I'm out there just like, but I stayed cool, dude. I stayed calm. Everything's fine. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. But it was just one of those days where little minor things were just, not that it's not going your way. At the end of the day, I still had backup gum, dude. You think I'm just sitting on like one gum, dude? No way. Wouldn't risk it like that. Always plan ahead. But late in the evening, I was also just trying to relax, unwind, get prepared for the rest of the day, do a little bit of writing, do a little bit of my form of meditation, write a few items that I'm thankful for, that I'm grateful for, plan ahead, all that stuff. And I was like, you know what, let's roll a J. Let's roll a J and sit back and just, while we're working, while we're watching a little bit of the podcasts that I enjoy, I put on some podcast in the background. As I'm about to roll my joint, it just, I have this little, I've got a little tray, right? I got a little tray, and inside my tray I got all my little utensils. I got a little teeny tiny scissors. That's not actually average size scissors, dude. Average size scissors and little grinder, bag of weed, got your rolling paper, got your filters, and I also have a little piece of paper, and I'll just regular paper, 8x11, no big deal. And I use that as the, like, whatever I grind or whatever I chop up, that's my little platform to work off of, you know. That's how you fill up the, grind it, put it on that piece of paper, and then grab from that and then do your whole rolling sesh. But it was just, I was having a moment, dude. Nothing was like, I grinded up the weed and I went to pick it up from the, I went to pick up the paper, and just the piece of the paper, I guess, a portion of it just got caught on the couch, and everything just like, the paper folded and all the weed particles went all over the couch. I'm just like, oh, but at the same rate, I actually started immediately to laugh, because it was just one of those days where, like, minor little things, you know, you find out you have a little cavity, you find out you gotta wait 3 to 4 weeks maybe to be able to fix that. You gotta wait even longer to probably get a car that you need. You gotta, you know, deal with this massive, you know, borderline career crippling injury that might, you know, it's sidelined a ton of people, but not this guy right here. Fucking iron mind, dude. It's the heart of steel. Ice runs through the vein. It's all that. So I'm out there, but at the same rate, I was just like one of those, it happened and I started to immediately laugh, and it was just one of those moments of like, you just gotta go with life, and you just gotta, it was just a reminder. And I'm one of those people that needs constant reminder. That's why I write a lot. That's why I try to remind myself to like do this thing, do that thing. And it just made me laugh. I'm like, you know, you're not gonna cry over spilled weed, dude. That's what it is. And it made me laugh. And it was just one of those like moments of, you know, when you're dealing with, and these are good, like, compared to, you know, I'm again, very grateful coming from, but like in your own mind, so your own daily routine and experience, like whatever it is, it might just like, you know, stack up on top of one another. It might seem like it's a thing, and it's not a thing for the most part. Big pick energy, always talking about that big pick energy, baby. So everything's gooch, but it just made me laugh. I'm like, whatevs, dude, whatevs. You just gotta, wipe it off. And some of it's gonna have to be, you gotta wipe parts, and we're gonna lose a few particles, and that's fine. I'm fine. That's just what it is. That's life. And brought me to, I guess, a realization that you just gotta. I'm happy with what I'm doing, dude. I'm again, ladies and gents, whoever's been with me, thank you very much for the going along, for the camaraderie, for the fucking bond that we made, and we're getting stronger, and that's what it is, man. It just reminded me to, like, my attitude's been always like, I've gone through different phases in life. I've gone through caring, extremely caring, to extremely like chill, where I couldn't even be bothered because of just certain things happen in life. I'm just like, all right, whatever, it is what it is. To now I'm fine, during these years, now I'm trying to find that balance of, and it's everyday practice, dudes, ladies, you feel me? I'm just trying to find that balance of like, I'm fairly good at it, but again, I do have my moments as well where things in my mind, I'm just like this, that, the other, where you're dealing with a bunch of stuff and it just seems, and you gotta just chill. You gotta like try to relax and like go through it as smoothly as possible. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if any of it doesn't make sense. That's what it is, baby. It just doesn't make sense. But if it happens to make sense, so be it. So be it, dudes, ladies. Fucking excited, dude. I'll tell you that. Spring is around the corner. Things are opening up. People are getting loose. People are getting out there, man. It's exciting. But it is, let's go back to the, because it is Women's Month. It was Women's Day. Let's focus a little bit on the ladies. Ladies, if we may together, things that, ladies, it's that, fellas or ladies who are also into other ladies. And if you're in a relation of sorts, said it once, I'll say it again. Yesterday, this month, put in a little bit of that extra time and effort when making love. Just put in that extra time, dude. Again, a little bit of that elbow grease, a little bit of that, just time and effort. Go in there, camp out, stay there if you have to. Stay there if you want to. If you have to, then that's a little bit of, but if you want to, and you should probably want to, that's, that's the thing. Stay there, spend time there, do a little bit of, change it up, play around with the feng shui of things. Move things around if you can. Not exactly Mr. Potato Head down there, but it doesn't hurt to try, just probably want things to stay intact. Leave it be. You know what? Leave it be. Just food for thought, but spend time is what I'm trying to say. Not just down there, but like up here. Up here. Do a little bit of that face-to-face sesh, dude. And then flip it around, dudes. Ladies, flip it around. Do a little bit of that. You're welcome. Maybe you needed that reminder, because like you wait around till it's like Valentine's Day, or it's every day it's Valentine's Day, or it could be. That's what it is. So go there. It's, and we've got a lot to, be thankful for from the ladies. Seriously, we all come from ladies. That's so important, dude, because men can't birth children, and thank God for that. You guys, whew, we got off light, man. Holy. Yeah. Ladies deal with all sorts of things, man. Periods. Short periods. Long periods. Small periods. Big periods. All of them bloody as hell, I would assume. Just bloody. That's what it is, man. But that shouldn't get you down. That should get you excited. Ladies, I wonder how I would if I have a daughter one day, how would I teach her about her menstrual cycle? And you're like, dude, you could allocate that to the wifey. Hypothetically speaking, maybe she's in a business call. Maybe she's busy, and it just so happens that Papa's got to step in and deal with it. You know, I'm imagining I would have, you know, because I remember it happened to when I was going to school growing up. Had a couple of classmates where we're just like in the middle of the day doing our thing, you know, gym class doing this. All of a sudden, Cindy's just running the opposite direction of everybody. What happened to Cindy? You know, that's what it is. Came back eventually, but that's what it is. You just make a run for. What if I have one of those moments where my kid comes up to me and her crotch is just fucking, it's bleeding all over the place, and mama's busy taking care of whatever she's taking care of. But, you know, and I gotta take care of it. So I'm mentally preparing myself for these things, even though it might never occur, but it's good to be prepared. So if my daughter comes up to me bleeding from the area, and, you know, what is a man to do in that circumstance? I would resort to what I know best, or what I'm okay at, what I'm comfortable with, what I can and can't do. So what I will resort to is painting, dudes. Ladies, I've thought about this. I have plenty of red paint, and to make her feel better so that she doesn't feel like an outcast, and so that she's not confused walking around thinking like she's the only one, I'm gonna just, you know, I'll be like, sweetheart, excuse daddy for a second, baby girl. And I'll run and grab my red paint. Dude, it's washable, don't worry, it'll wash off. I've got washable red paint. And I'm just gonna dab it all over. Just dab it, red paint all over my crotchal area, right? By then I wanna get hairier legs if possible and shorter shorts. Yeah? Just, you know, put a little bit from underneath the shorts so it's just like dripping from my thighs. And, cause I don't want her to be traumatized. I don't want her to think this is abnormal. You know, it's completely normal, sweetheart, is what I tell her after I've shown up, where I've asked her to stay put, sweetheart, dad will be back in a sec, right? Gone in the other room. Hopefully by then we'll have other rooms. Feel me? Because, you know, it's good to have other rooms, dude. So I'm just in there with the washable red paint, and I got it. It looks real. It looks like, so daddy walks out, now daddy's bleeding. Or at least that's what she thinks. I want her to think that. Because I'm trying to normalize this thing. Where's mama? God damn it, why couldn't you be here today, woman? I love you. But Papa sometimes has got to step into the kitchen. Papa sometimes has got to roll up his sleeves. Roll up his sleeves. They're already rolled up, Papa. So roll up the sleeves, Papa, is what Papa's got to do sometimes. So I'm just in that, and I come out there, I'm like, sweetheart, don't worry. And I'm gonna have to sit her down and explain to her that, you know, this happens at a certain point in every young lady's life, and it's okay. And that's the thing, maybe, you know, that's what it is. So shout out to all the single dads out there, you know, how do you guys do it? Single dads? And if you got a young daughter, that's something to, you know, whatever you do, don't lose the wife, dude, until that's like, you know, you want a few conversations, you know, you want the few conversations, that's why you need both. I don't know, man, it's difficult out there being a parent, dude. Fuck, I'm getting worked up. Jesus, God, it's so far away, thank God. Okay. All right, so cool, calm, collected, Papa goes in, not at all, you know, not at all thrown off his gig, because he was just like, Papa's just, you know, oh, I'm busy writing the jokes and like going out there, I want to be doing the thing, so that's, but you got to take care of the daughter as well. If she comes in with the sitch, Papa's got to explain that it's beautiful, natural, completely normal, and it happens to all, and she'll probably have a few questions as to, you know, why are you bleeding? And I just should have probably given this more thought, but I thought I'd come from a place of, you know, inclusivity and just bonding, because I don't want her to feel like some sort of abnormal freak. I could, but I won't. because that's, you know, that's probably not good. That's not good. I could get grossed out, dude. I won't, but I could. You don't know. Ugh, what are you doing? Don't do that is what I would assume, but like, oh. Start like, you know, you don't want to give any, you want them to feel, you want the child to feel good and secure. So that's none of that, you know? Stay strong, fellas. Stay strong. And, you know, we just got to have this sit down. You got to have a little chit chat about the basic. You want to keep it simple, basic biology. And if questions lead to other questions, we're going to have to, you know, stretch that conversation until after mama's back in the room or something, dude, because that's at least a tag team effort. You know, it's not something you just want to do solo. If you have to, you must. You got to do what you got to do. But if you can't, tackle it both parents at the same time. You know, lesbian couples in that sense would have the upper hand because one parent is busy, the other parent can just fill in just as that's, you know, sufficient amount of knowledge and wisdom being passed. You know, you're not, because like it's not disproportionate. It's if it's two mamas, then anybody can talk about it. But then if you got a kid that's a boy, well then you'd hope for gay dads, because then if one of the kids, I don't know, dude, it is hard being a parent out there. Just it's two people at least. Just try to tackle it together is what I'm trying to say, dude. But I'm thinking outside the box. I've got, you know, washable red paint, and that's the thing, dude. I want her to not feel scared. I want her to feel like this is completely normal, and I don't want her to, you know, think she's alone. So I want her to go to school the next day and like share that experience with the other kids and be like, yeah, completely, you know, she can talk about it if she likes. I, you know, go through the day with like, oh, you know, you used to sit around on the carpet in a circle, share your day, share your past day, a little bit of experience. Just she can go through that and like, you know, just inform the other kids. So, you know, she'll be like, don't worry, some of you guys might notice changes in your bodies, and she can be that point of reference for her girlfriends, but for her boyfriends too. You know, young men could also be getting informed about the potential bleeding. Might not be completely directed towards them, or like maybe she won't grasp the full, maybe you're thinking the red paint's gonna confuse her, maybe, but it's worth trying. That's what I say. That's what I say. So, you know, shout out to all the ladies, shout out to heavy periods, shout out to the small ones too, shout out to ovaries, shout out to eggs, because they're limited to dish, baby. That's the thing with eggs too. You can't just, that's eggs, female eggs, male eggs, man, it's, you gotta pay somebody to take them off your hands. It's like, can I get some for this? Hold it there. How much you producing? Millions, you say, at a time. No kidding. Wow. Talk about a lack of scarcity there. But it's good because you want scarcity, and then you want the numbers game. Balance. Okay? Balance, baby. But, you know, go ahead and thank your mothers for renting out a boom, dude. Because you were in there, ladies, too. So, you know, we all, you know, we were in there a good solid 9 months, most of us. Some out there are, you know, you got premature babies, you got mature babies, you got immature babies, you got aftermarket babies, after premature market babies, and they all come from the ladies. That's what it is, dude. So you go out there and just for the sake of it, just for building off of older memories, maybe, you know, latch on to mom. You might be 6'5" now, weigh in somewhere between 180 to 225 pounds. Just, you know, go in for a regular hug and turn sideways and just latch onto the core, dude. Just, you know, and that's the thing. Hopefully you're an adult and hopefully your parents are into their, you know, maybe they're in their 50s, 60s, 70s. I don't know how old your parents are, dude. Depends on the age range. But hopefully they're, you know, that's the thing. Hopefully their reaction times are slower now, so they can't really, if you pounce on them, maybe they wouldn't be able to like react as fast as they might have been able to maybe 20, 30 years ago. So you go ahead and just put that whole body weight right there in the, right there. Just grab mama. If mama's not around, grandma, because like she's been doing it. And even better, way less hand-eye coordination, and she's probably not that agile, so reaction time super slow. It's easy to latch on to. Just, and she's like, oh, what are you doing, get off. And you're like, just thought we'd bond a little bit. No, maybe. Think about it, aren't you tired of walking around, ladies, fellas? And don't you want to reconnect? Oftentimes we go through life and we watch shows and we wonder why families are, we need to rebuild the family, not rebuild, we need to re-emphasize the notion of the family, I think. And nothing says stronger bonds than some latching activity, you feel me? Just attach yourself to the belly, dude, and hopefully, you know, most moms after a certain, most regular average moms, not all moms, you know, but some moms would probably have some sort of, you know, it's your mom, that's what it is. You got the mom bod, and there's more to like latch on to, dude, because it's, you know, the slender days are far behind you, most of you, I would assume. I don't know. So, but there's more to latch onto. So you just grab on tight like a little koala, like a big koala, like a fucking heavy duty koala, dude. A koala who's been lifting heavy, just fucking pumping iron koala, dude. Just smoking Red Bulls and drinking cigarettes. That's what that, and pumping iron, dude. That's the kind of koala you're on. You're at LA Fitness, you're at Gold's Gym, you're a koala. And you not only like to bench things, you like to latch onto things as well. And there you have it. So that's a great opportunity to start building those basic foundations of what it takes to have a family, a sense of community, belonging. And also, you know, moms would probably appreciate it too. Just, and that's the thing. I said it once before and I meant it, and I'll say it again. I'm here to rep myself and also the ones that, you know, may have a difficult time voicing their opinions. So ladies, you're welcome. Mothers out there with weak backs, you're welcome. And, you know, to our future daughters who may need a little bit of that, you know, again, mom's out the room, Papa's got you, no worries. Everything will sort itself out, and we'll get through it one step at a time. So that's what it is, man. Go ahead and put yourself back. You wanna fully dedicate yourself. I'm just putting it out there. You wanna go method with it, you know? Go back to where it all started from. Reenact it, dude. Find dad, find mom, you know? And pull them aside for a second. Be like, you know what? I feel like this, and then go like this, and then point to you three, or maybe you got a sibling or two, point to all of you guys and say something along the lines of, isn't it time that we go back to the origin story and how we all got here? And, you know, see if you can, it'll be a little bit difficult, but like try to get back inside dad, you know, just try to get back into just, and he might not be up for it, dude, but if you put in the time and explain the bond that'll come out of this, so what I'd like you to do, if possible, is, yeah, have a little sit down, and then you want to just explain, because it's something different once it's easy to just view something and be like, well, of course it's there, but, you know, who puts in the time to ask, well, what did dad go through? What did mom go through when they were youngins and about to start the family? And try to put yourself really just from an anthropological perspective, try to immerse yourself in in the situation if you can. So really get inside of that if you can. Just and I know it's gonna be difficult. I didn't say it's easy. I didn't say it's even possible. But I said if you put your mind to anything, you can achieve it. So have dad sit down, and then you want to just maybe just dive right. And I think if you jump on the right angle, dude. Maybe if you're a diver, you'd be able to do it, dude. Have dad sit down and just kind of like, remember Magic School Bus? When Magic School Bus was like, it used to shrink, and then you go into like, I don't know how the shrinking part of it works, but I think it's all essentially about, again, building those bonds. So just jump into dad's urethra, get in there with your siblings, latching on. Everybody's going back to, because you got to see, it's easy to just be like, yeah, this is, but once you see something, how it's made, man, wouldn't you appreciate it more? So you'd go there, rest several days once you're back re-emerged in that little satchel, Papa's little satchel. At this point, it'll probably be Papa's saggy, long, stretchy satchel, let's be honest. Okay? But that's a good thing. Plenty of room, right? That's what I'm saying, dude. Get in there, camp out several days, you know, and before you go, place a little Blue Chew, little Viagra, little, I don't know the other pills, dude. These are the ones that I know. I never used them, but it's the ones that I've heard of. And just put it on the nightstand for Daddy-O. And when the time's right, several days go by, Papa pops one, and then, you know, the mood is right. Where are the kids? I don't see the kids, is what he'll say to the wifey, right? To your mom. And now they're getting it on. And it's the most beautiful thing ever. It's natural. Again, these are the time, like, you got to talk about everything. And it's completely natural. So you'll get first person perspective and see what it takes to be in there. And then crawl out with the other guys, everybody. But the good thing about this time is you know who's gonna make it, because the other fellas don't stand a chance. We little fellas, no limbs, dude. You're out there swimming, like, actually, you can go in there with like scuba diving gear, dog. These other fools are just like poking their heads at the egg while you're there, like flicking the egg, dude. This is just for show and tell, is what you'll say. You know, this is not this is a practice run for you guys, fellas. It's been done. It's been done. You know? I don't even know how old your mom is. Maybe she's not even releasing eggs. Maybe it's just placebo eggs, dude. Fugazi eggs, dog. You feel me? She's just like slipping fake eggs down there. Just fake egging it. Just, I don't know how it works. Really, I don't. So get in there and then stay in mom. Stay in mom for, you don't have to stay the whole 9 months, but a day, half a day, 24, 40, 48, 72 hours, stay in there. You know, go back to your old way. Go back to, because you got to go back to to where you start from in order to move forward, right? Again, these are for the smiles. The natural smiles are for the thumbnails. That's what it is, baby. Natural smiling. You know, I gotta get zoom, because I'm trying to learn everything, dude. And you learn so much from everybody, and there's so much to learn. Apparently, that's the thing. The algorithm loves a natural smile. You zoom in. You know? That's how fucking videos go poking through the roof, dude. You get a couple of natural smiles. Yeah. Get a couple of natural natty smiles in there. Next thing you know, fucking skyrocketing. That, or like, you know, apparently from what I've read, and we'll experiment with this, apparently the algorithm, I know this is, we're getting sidetracked. Stay on the moms and the dads and the, I know. But apparently, you know, it likes facial expressions. It really likes facial expressions as if you're about to eat something. I see a lot of this. Everybody. But you know, they're doing something right, because fucking stats are going through the roof while everybody's just like looking ready to like. I wonder why the algorithm likes. What's behind the algorithm? Really likes the Home Alone look, as if you're like, and it could be anything. Donuts, maybe. You know, meatball sub, maybe. Chocolate chip cookies, maybe. Where else am I going with this? You thought of it. I didn't say anything, but that's the algorithm. So I'm trying to, you know, I'm in there. I'm in here, but I'm out there, and we're on the lines together. So we're doing things and we're learning, and I'm trying to just be the best version of myself. Get a couple of natural smiles. Don't overexert yourself. But that's what it is, baby. So it's time to, you know, or if you don't, you know, it's all about giving back. I read this thing, it made me happy. I think they're gonna, because if I'm thinking about the future and if I have daughters one day, fuck, dude, if I don't, then this is all a waste of time, dog. Yeah, I better have some daughters down the line, because I read that there might be free women's hygiene products available at like schools for, that's fantastic, dude, I think, right? Because that should probably cost a lot, I would imagine. You gotta buy that. Again, I've talked about this before. I'm willing to like partner up with somebody. We could just like, and then, you know, I don't know. We'll sort it out. But you know, free Tampax, free tampons, dude. That's the way to go. That's the future. That's the future. Yeah, I'm all for that. Uplift the ladies, dude. Why should they pay for, you know, things that are like a necessity? Because you need proper functioning, you know, vaginas. You need proper functioning vaginas to grow up fully, like not have to worry about that thing, you know? Because in some parts of the world, people don't have access. It sucks. But we're you know, for the most part, most people are good. That's the thing. You want people to have healthy bodies, function, and then go on to adulthood, and then, you know, just, I haven't given it much thought, but I'm just thinking that's an extra, because like if dudes had to, if I was bleeding, dude, on a regular, and you'd want me to like go out there and like function and have to pay for it, I don't know how I'd feel about that. And that's the thing, it's like we're all relying on each other, right? You can't just be like, it's on you, take care of it. Like, without ladies, I wouldn't be here. So would I want to, you know, potentially, you know, help? Fucking, I don't know. I haven't thought it all out, but it just doesn't make. If men's were bleeding, dude, on a regular, first of all, yeah, thank God for all of us. I really truly mean this. Thank God for all of us that men don't. We're not in charge of the birthing process and the whole menstrual cycle. Nothing would get done. Nothing would get done. I guarantee you, nothing would get done. Holy shit. A good week just dedicated to bleeding, and week prior, nothing's getting done. Week after, I'm recovering, and I get 1 week in the month, and you still want me to go out there and what are we doing here? What are we doing here? But luckily, that responsibility is off our shoulders, fellas. We lucked out. So thank you, ladies. Once again, free menstrual products. I don't make it, but I condone it, dude. That's one thing I condone. Free menstrual cycle products, the tubes, the pads, the wings, the slim fit, the wide wings for the big girth. Everybody's beautiful, of course, but you know, different sizes depending on what you're rocking that day or that lifetime or that period of lifetime. Ladies, thank you. dudes, let's try to, dude, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're not bleeding. I'm not bleeding. Well, I mean, I don't want this to be about me. Yesterday, again, I'm over it. I think everything will be okay. And I don't want you to be concerned. I don't want you to just like feel as if I'm not gonna be able to perform. And I'm not the type that'll let a little, that's the thing. Again, others might get just overwhelmed, but at the sight of blood. But I'm fairly confident in myself and what I can handle. And I'll tell you, man, I could have easily let out 10 to 15 drops, no problem, doggy. Anything beyond that, we'll deal with that scenario when we get there. But like 10, 15 droplets, bro, still good, holding it down. That's what it is. So once again, ladies, thank you. Gentlemen, let's everybody, let's just support each other. Let's it's springtime. Spring is around the corner. The birds are getting feisty. The rabbits are out there. I've seen them. The squirrelies are running circles around each other, which means they're going at it. All the animals in the animal kingdom. And that's beautiful. And we're just gonna keep on rocking and rolling. So thank you very much for all the love and support. Thank you for listening to my stories. Hopefully you get a few laughs and giggles there. Hopefully you pick up something. Hopefully you catch something. Hopefully something positive, of course. Hopefully you catch something positive. Let me, something that's a good story, like, a minor STD, dude. No? Fine. Live vanilla. You do that. But the rest of yous, fucking, let's support each other. Let's uplift each other. Let's get more, more periods, I want more periods, dude. Support the period. This has been a period piece, I think. I don't think I've talked as much before about it. And don't think I'll just stop. This is just brainstorming of ideas about periods, dude, but there's plenty more to come. And I promise you there will be more. Maybe not all of it during this month, although it'd be suitable. So, make art with your... I saw a lady, I've told you guys this before, there's a lady that, I don't know if she's still online, but she used to make videos and use her blood and like she'd paint, dude. She'd make all these amazing artworks, and I forget the name, but look it up on the internets if you like, if you're into that kind of thing. I don't know how I came across it, but I enjoyed it. I learned something, and there's plenty more we can do with it. And we are going to do plenty more with it. If you like these videos, thank you very much. If you view them, thank you very much. If you talk about them, thank you very much. If you things that you could do to help your boy out, if you like, not trying to, if you like, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. And if you like, follow me on Instagrams. And if you like, go check out the Patreons, see what it's all about. That's a little bit of a portal or a channel that allows you and I to build this wonderful relationship, this wonderful process that we've got going on, this beautiful bond that we're building together, you and I. So go ahead, turn that frown upside down. You weren't frowning? Fucking great, then keep on smiling. I want to see more smiles, more natty smiles, baby. Yeah? Not just for the algorithm, but for life. Natty smiles for the algo and the life. Love you all. I'll be back here. I'm here every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'll be back here again on Friday. Peace out, everybody.